As the gatekeeper, I've met many labyrinth challengers who were called geniuses, but none were able to clear this labyrinth. But that guy just now, he's different. It's not simply talent or skill, but a more foundational power to survive. It'll be good if he lives. This is the labyrinth created by a great magician long ago. There is a rumor that a wish will be granted to whomever can clear it. This is a sealed world. Terrifying beings move around silently, and living beings die. Everything here exists to oppress you. But if you can push through this deep and dark hell, eternal glory awaits you. Floor 1 Labyrinth Entrance. Beings that die if stabbed live here. The powers here are not that strong. Shall I start? Main quest start. This place is brimming with hidden locations and secrets. Depending on the secrets you uncover, rewards will be given upon clearing. First floor quest commences. Defeat the boss of the first floor and proceed. Reward, potion of random stat increase. Secret reward. Tae-san, there was a shopkeeper even in easy mode, right? Yes. There was a merchant. What kind of merchant was he? Well, he was just a simple one. The kind you'd buy a potion from and move on. But ours wasn't like easy mode. They sold a lot of things. Are you bragging? Check this out. Bracelet of Dark Shadows, a top-tier item that reduces incoming damage by 50%. They sell that in the shop. There was so much more, but I couldn't afford them due to a lack of gold. If you bought everything from the shop, you could probably become stronger than me. I didn't care about these things back then, but the situation has changed now. What, already here? You have encountered the Lost King. Greetings. Your mental state is good. What's your name? My name is Tae-san. Are you the shopkeeper? So what if I am? There's nothing in your shop. Young one. To display all my items. It would take more space than this whole first floor of the maze. And I have no intention of showing my wares to you. A shopkeeper who doesn't sell, yes. Then why are you here? Do you think I'm here because I want to be? I had to leave my kingdom because of those damn monsters. What kind of life is this? Anyway, I don't want to display my items to ignoramuses. I see. However, if you show me what kind of person you are, that might change. Come back alive. Then I will show you my items. So, the condition to sell is survival. Is that okay with you? This one is weird. Excuse me. So, I have to clear the maze to see the items? No, not exactly. Then, I'll be on my way. Usually, people would be terrified and shaking, but why is he so calm? He seems like he can't feel fear at all. How can there be someone like this? Well, he won't come back anyway, so does it matter? Corridors and rooms. The structure of the first floor is the same as in easy mode. It looks safe with no visible danger, but this can't be true. A big rat has appeared. Big rat? A monster that was the fifth boss in easy mode is just a normal monster here. You receive 10 damage. The big rat. Its defenses are weak, but it moves at a speed that's hard to track, so it took a while to defeat it. Such a monster is a normal creature on this floor, it really makes me feel the difference. It's fast, as expected. When we used to hunt this creature in easy mode, players had to cooperate, driving it back and forth until it got tired. Now, I'm all alone. My stats are lower than back then, making it practically impossible for me to win. It's no wonder Li Tion ran away. In the first place, among all the players who managed to clear the first floor, none of them picked a fight with the big rat. I kind of get the feeling now. The reward principle of the maze is simple. Accomplish something that others can't, you receive damage. Achieve a feat that anyone can recognize. You'll receive a reward commensurate with it. And my goal here is to become stronger than anyone else in this place. If I can't keep up with its speed, the only option is to predict when it's going to move. It's a living creature that needs to breathe. Every creature has preliminary movements before performing any action. Contracting leg muscles. Rising chest. Now. The big rat is intimidated by you. Its decision-making has become slower. With its tiny brain, it must be difficult to grasp the situation. It can't attack my ankles anymore, so it will aim for the second easiest place to attack. Considering its jumping ability is low, it will aim for. You're done. You attack. Big rat is incapacitated. It takes more damage. You dealt 4 damage to big rat. You dealt 5 damage to big rat. I'm back. You can eat the big rat's meat if you want. Ah, gosh. Isn't the store owner being too arrogant? Why does he keep saying things while selling the products? Is he being like that to you? A store owner should just sell products. Why is he being like that? I really want to stab him with a knife, but now that I have been beaten up, I can't even do that. Ugh, I am really annoyed. This guy is still alive. So, you were wishing this guy was dead? No, it isn't like that. Big rat's meat quality, 96%. This is the meat of the big rat. It is edible. Big rat's leather quality, 95%. This is the leather made from the big rat. This will at least make you feel less cold. Since this is a store, do you also receive or buy stuff? How much would these things be worth? You caught this? And it didn't try to run away. The point is I caught it. Why are you so surprised? This is real and the best quality, on top of that. It's also not that messy or dirty. It means he caught it perfectly. And he is a youngling who is very new to the labyrinth, on top of that. Alright, first, since you have agreed with my conditions, I'll open the store for you. What do you sell? I sell almost everything, so just say what you need. If you say so, do you perhaps have a tower shield? Tower shield. A big one? Yes. A big one that I can carry with both hands. Why would you need a shield out of all the stuff I have here? To attack all at once. Oh, that's the right answer. The golden door. What do you think of this one? Heavy tower shield offense power plus 1 defense power plus 5 quite hard, capable of holding many attacks. This is more than just enough. This quality would only be able to be acquired from the 7th level of the easy mode. The price is 500 gold. Currently, my available money is 243 gold, so I only have half now. I guess I need to come back later then. I just need to catch 7 more big rats. Where are you going? I need more gold to buy that. Do not worry about that. I'll give it to you for free. You have acquired the heavy tower shield. What? You do have 250 gold, don't you? I believe there are some things you could get with that. Wait a bit. What is going on? This is really different from what I have heard from Li Tae-yun. Wait. Why are you giving me so many things? You're making such a fuss when I am just being kind. Can't I be kind? Just consider this as a simple investment. Investment? Be quiet. Now take your choice. These are the things that you can buy. So he is not going to tell me the details. Most of them are liquid potions. Stamina recovery liquid potions recover your stamina by 50% from those who directly increase your offensive power. To those that directly improve your speed, and so on. These are liquid potions necessary for clearing the labyrinth. But they are not things that I urgently need. I heard that it is hard to acquire liquid potions in the solo mode. And the main utilization of it is high. There is no need to purchase these potions for now. These liquid potions could pose as a trap for me. I need to use my money to buy things that I need rather than these potions. Crude bow hit rate plus 20%, but it can be hard to use. 200G crude arrow offensive power plus 1. It is shaped like an arrow. 10G. It is necessary to have one item useful for direct attack. It will only take a bow to spare me all the hassle. How much would you give me for the big rat's leather? With this quality, I should be able to give you 70 gold. Then I'll sell that, and I'll buy a bow and an arrow. Here you go. What is wrong with this guy? Oh, and do you know that it is impossible to recover your stamina in the labyrinth? Yes, I know. In the first level, there is a fountain of life that can help you recover your stamina. You can use that as much as you want, as long as you stay in the first level. I'll tell you the location. I'll locate it on the map as well. There is a crazy oldie there, but I think you will be fine. Li Tae-yun also got the information regarding the fountain of life. But he showed an attitude of contempt and reluctance when he was telling Li Tae-yun. It was as if she was going to starve if she goes there. Why did he change his attitude? Is it merely a matter of speech difference? Li Tae-yun ran away and left without being able to catch the big rat. Yet I didn't run away, caught the big rat and came back. Is this perhaps why the store owner's attitude is different? The big rat is being incapacitated. Their damage will increase. 4 damage. 5 damage. You have won against the big rat. There are many things that I am unsure about. Your spirituality raising skill has been activated. Like this skill for example. Agility is permanently increased by 1. Earlier when I successfully caught the big rat, what? I only caught a trash mob, but they gave me a lot of things. Not just basic skills, basic skill, sword comprehension, 1% perhaps you will be able to use swords more easily. But there are also some skills that I might only get at the 20th, 40th level in the easy mode. Special activated skill, sight secure comprehension, 1% you will acquire clearer sight, in the most possible way a human could get. Special activated skill comprehension, 12% it gives unwavering mental strength and wisdom while doing a lot of things. Special activated skill, detection comprehension, 5% you will be able to comprehend many things. You will be able to detect things to the extent of humans. Whoa, I can't believe I get to know all of these in the first level of the solo mode. This is unbelievable. This is spiritual skill, spiritual increase comprehension, 100% will give you the ability to see the world one level above. Higher dimensional souls take away the opponent's power every time you win. You are entering a state of mindless absorption. Your body and mind will unite. A miracle-like power will be engraved in your soul. You have successfully acquired a spiritual increase. You have failed to acquire the skill due to your current condition, where you are out of the labyrinth. Spiritual increase is cancelled. That moment when I fought with the S level. That moment when my stamina, which was around 1,250,000, was cut, a window popped up. I was too tired to see what was written. Is the sealed skill being released now that I have returned to the labyrinth? A skill that stays the same even when time passes. When it is a problem that I cannot solve right away, I have always chosen to go straight. And that is what I am going to do now. I will go straight to my goal. To become even stronger than anyone. So after I walk through this passage, I should be able to see the fountain of life. The big rat has appeared. Again, a big rat. Well, it was just a matter of time before I met a monster in this kind of passage. You are now in a difficult situation. An ambush. You are now in a difficult situation. A situation in which a giant human is surrounded by 3 of their kind. Big Rat's little brain knows they have an advantage in this situation. However, assessing a state of confusion, assessing a state of terror. Of judgment success. You persevered with exceptional mental strength. I can't be shaken. I've witnessed countless players who met their demise due to variables. You have obtained an unshakable mind. All stats increased. With the current stats acquired through leveling up and successful judgment, I'll be able to catch up with their reactions. You won against 2 big rats. Your level increased. Big Rat is overwhelmed by you. Big Rat's thinking has slowed down. Come here. Appreciate you coming to me straightforwardly like that. This is the sanctuary of the labyrinth. Your enemies cannot enter this place by their own will, and the tranquility here will make you lazy. You're the first player to discover the fountain of life. First discovery bonus. Intelligence increased by 1 permanently. Mana increased by 2 permanently. Monsters exist in most places in the labyrinth. The only exception is the shop and this spring. It's a kind of safety zone. You're in your best condition. It's cool. I feel relieved as if I had a good night's sleep. But mental fatigue is inevitable, so I should take a little rest. Has it been about a day? By this time, something must have been posted in the community. Kong Jun Hyuk, solo everyone, I can go inside this labyrinth, right? Na Jaein, solo I don't think it's safe since the people who went in don't answer. It drives me crazy. Kong Dong Jun, normal, is there anyone who wants to go through the first floor with me? Kong Dong Jun, normal, I'm gathering information. Does anyone know what monster is on the first floor? Lee Sang, solo I'm exhausted, I swear. As expected, most of the articles are written by solo players. Players in other modes can meet each other, but solo have no means of communication other than community. Lee Tae-yun, solo everyone. Lee Tae-yeon, solo what should I do now? I never thought that Lee Tae-yun, the strongest player who was always confident, would be so confused like this. Well, that's not it. The target is in a frightened state. If you think about the status window, she could have been just a coward who hid her true self until the end. It's been a day since the labyrinth opened. The full-scale entry of solo players will begin 1 month from now, so there should still be many people alive at this moment. Solo mode has a reward system that is proportional to the difficulty level. Despite missing out on numerous rewards by defeating bosses through unfair methods, Lee Tae-yun was still hailed as the strongest player. Lee Tae-san, solo basic strategy for the first floor of solo mode. I wonder how it will turn out. It's indeed difficult to enter the labyrinth without any reliable information and guidance. Even if you believe it, it's hard to say how effective it will be. Out of the thousands who entered solo mode, only Lee Tae-yun managed to survive. Well, shall we start slowly now? Big rat's meat quality, 86%. You can eat it if you want to. Are you sure you can eat this? Well, considering the purpose, this might be better. You ate uncooked raw meat. Assessing abnormal condition. Judgment failed. You have food poisoning. Food poisoning is an abnormal condition. I've been losing my physical strength for 2 days. If I don't keep drinking healing potions or health potions, I will die. It's more than just a nightmare for beginners. So those who have experienced it before tried their best to learn to cook it and adapt. You're in your best condition. But it's hard to get food from the labyrinth. You ate uncooked raw meat. There's emergency food at the store, but it's very expensive and limited. Judgment success. Nothing much happened. Eventually, we have no choice but to eat the creatures in the labyrinth. Judgment failed. You have food poisoning. As space is limited, there's no choice but to eat raw food. It's the worst if you get food poisoning in this condition. You're in your best condition. I'm slowly getting full. You have developed resistance to countless diseases. You got a special passive skill, disease resistance. However, it will be different with this disease resistance. Special passive skill, disease resistance proficiency, 1%. Resistance against various diseases. At the current condition, you are less likely to get sick from consuming food. It is said that if you increase your proficiency with this skill, you will actually be immune to food poisoning. Originally, it's a skill that is obtained through the experience of contracting various diseases, but, then, shall we obtain the next skill? Ah, I hate this. You're unable to breathe in this state. It's painful, but I have to bear with it. I think someone once said that drowning is the most painful way to die. You didn't breathe until the brink of death. You got a special active skill, apnea. You have recognized death. You got a special passive skill, line of death. It's really a hard thing to do. Active skill, apnea mana consumed, 1 proficiency, 1%. Allows you to hold your breath for a long time. Currently, it's only about half of what it usually is. An active skill to increase the amount of respiration. It provides significant assistance in areas where the air itself is toxic. While it's extremely rare for someone to obtain it by being submerged in water until near death, I got the line of death skill at the same time. It's not a bad result. Why is it 54% proficiency already? Special passive skill, line of death proficiency, 54%. Allows you to sense the time to die. It's triggered at the most critical moments. If it's 54%, it's similar to the proficiency I have in the future, isn't it? Does this mean that such skills are inherited? Is the power imprinted on the mind rather than the body that continues? However, other skills like cool-blooded or insight only have 1% proficiency. Whatever. Incomprehensible things often occur in the labyrinth. You won't be able to stand it if you keep thinking about every detail. Right now, there are more skills left for us to build. We can't stop here. Kong Jun Hyuk, Solo Hey, Hyung. Is this really the right way? Whoa, this is crazy. Kong Tae-san, Solo High Risk, High Return. Do you not know this? Too much of a gap will not give us the result we want. Now is the timing. Kong Jun Hyuk, Solo No, that isn't the problem. Hyung, I am sorry, but I don't think I can do it. Alright, whatever you say. It's you who will regret it after all. But, then how am I supposed to do that? Lee Tae-jun, Solo Jun Hyuk, I can understand how you feel. He is the only one who can do that. No one else can. You have activated non-breathing. There is something called combination in skills. It's similar to when a certain skill meets a certain condition, and it motivates the evolution of a new skill. In the non-breathing condition, you can only hold your breath to a certain extent while doing things. Ha! You succeeded in performing multiple actions all in one breath. Special activation skill, 1 breath attack, acquired. You have acquired more than 10 skills. You are now qualified enough to show off to people about them. You have acquired, skill player. Well, it's quite nice. Similar to how I have to predict every moment of the big rat before catching it, humans also have their own tempo before they act. The non-breathing attack helps that tempo to be more swift and easy to change. It was the skill I used a lot before I got out of the labyrinth. Oh, a pop-up. Wasn't Lee Tae-yun's agility when she passed the first level 13? Is that true? And now I have 21. I'm surely agile. Alright, I think I should be able to create a main skill now. Main skill is usually a skill with a value higher than 10 skills combined together, or it can give me the capability to improve the lacking parts in the stats. For example, it can multiply or add more to the offensive power. In simple words, it can help identify hidden elements. From the ability to prevent attacks using the attack nullifier, to the ability to stop time using the time pause. Just by having one main skill, you can exude a power that dominates players who are on the same level as you. Due to its powerful capability, the conditions and requirements to possess it are also picky. For example, it is said that the full recon is only available after 2 or 3 evolutions of the spy skill. However, it's possible to create a main skill on the first level. Therefore, when else will I be able to create it, if not now? Big Rat has appeared. Of course I need to acquire it. Creak. For damage to you. Look at how excited it is biting me, thinking that I wouldn't react. I'll let him have some more fun. For damage to you. Damage to you. For damage to you. For damage to you. For damage to you. Damage to you. You have entered an empty phase. A little bit more. Damage to you. You are in danger of dying. Mastery of death increased by 3%. Mastery of calmness increased by 2%. You are in danger of dying. You have successfully blocked the opponent's attack. Acquired the special active skill, Block. It's a good skill for clearing damage below a certain point, but it's not what I want it to be. You are in danger of dying. Skill, Holding on. With this skill, I can negate lethal damage once and remove all damage for a period of time. The only person that will benefit from this is me, there is no one else. Whoa, Hyung. How exactly did you learn the holding on skill? Yeah, I am also curious. How come it's only possible for you to possess that skill? Oh, this skill. In this labyrinth, there are specific ways to acquire skills, and it is simple. You can earn it from someone. Or you can also earn it by being able to complete a task that others failed to finish. And the last. By doing an action that mimics the effect of the skill. For example, I acquired the non-breathing skill by holding my breath, and in that condition, I tried to use my sword, and so I acquired the non-breathing attack skill. Therefore, if I want to acquire a holding on skill that eliminates deathly attacks, you are in danger of dying. It's simple. You just need to continuously block deathly attacks. You have successfully blocked attacks that might have caused you to die. You have acquired the special activation skill, holding on. Afraid shouldn't be an excuse now that you know you got a skill that will always save your life. You have acquired the special activation skill, holding on. As expected, Tae-san is one crazy guy. Hyung, still, isn't that dangerous? This kind of response is normal. But this place is a labyrinth. If we do not risk our lives, we won't gain anything. Alright, I increased the mastery of calmness and death. Are there any other skills that I can acquire? There must be some other ones. There were 200 skills in total, so there was a guest. You have encountered the man who is searching for goo. What a nice reaction. No monster can enter the fountain of life. So, this must be an NPC. Damn it, I heard all the NPCs of solo mode were weirdos. Are you an adventurer, by any chance? Adventurer? That is what we call the people who venture the labyrinth for the sole purpose of conquest. Are you one? I think so. When I was resting in the fountain of life, a weird old man approached me. I think he was a knight that served God or something. What did she say after that? I need to remember it quickly. Now then, try blocking this. Einzhar has activated a non-lethal attack. Einzhar's attack. Your line of death has been triggered. I'm gonna die. KGH. It's heavy. Who? You've received the power of the mountain. Your power permanently increases by 1. You've channeled the power of the mountain. You got a special active skill, overflow. Then what about this? I can't avoid this. Regardless of technique or skill, the difference in our power is just too significant. That's quite impressive. I thought it would deal 100,000 damage, but it only dealt a mere 30,000. You received 35,211 damage. Assessing a non-lethal attack. Damage has been nullified. Breaking through the labyrinth walls in a single strike, what kind of nonsense is this? And even the gatekeeper. In solo mode, are there only pure monsters? By the way, I'm surprised. Not only did you block the attack with your shield in that fleeting moment, but you also released the shield to relieve the damage right away. I can't just accept being beaten by you. That's true. I also didn't mean to kill someone I had never met before. That's why it was a non-lethal attack. Moreover, even if I sincerely attack you, you have that ability to endure it. So I think it wasn't a problem. Have you seen it? The sight when you step into death in order to survive. It was incredible. That was actually a great skill. To let my attack slip through with your poor stat. No matter how much he claims to be an NPC with ego, does he know this much about skills? So it's true that even Lee Tae-yun didn't know about this. To be honest, I was worried that you were weak, but it seems like it was pointless concern. You have an overflowing passing score. What's your name, adventurer? It's Kong Tae-san. Tae-san. It's an honor to meet you. Blessing upon this miracle. I'm the one who seeks God. They call me Einshar. They're following me endlessly. Those damn rats. But now that I've come this far, it should be fine. Russell? Who? Oh. You're a weak coward. It is said that Lee Tae-yun was looked down on, and we never saw her article again. But this is. May I ask you a question? Ask me anything. Why are you attacking me all of a sudden? Do you enjoy bullying the weak? No way. I may appear to be a holy knight, but there's no way I would persecute the weak. I'm just trying to evaluate the people who visit here. Evaluate? It's about whether there's value in them surviving in this place, and whether they have the worth to be acknowledged by me. There are no people more annoying than those who fail to understand themselves. That being said, you passed the evaluation. Good job. Ah, yes. Thank you, but it's sorted out to some extent, though. Recognition of value. That's the standard of his evaluation. At least he won't be hostile to me. You said you were Einshar, correct? Yeah. It's a name given to me by my honorable father. You said you were looking for God, right? May I ask what kind of God you're looking for? There are many gods in the labyrinth. Various gods test the players and grant them rewards. But most players weren't interested because the gods only existed in solo mode. Fortunately, Lee Tae-yun discovered how terrible and dirty the gods were. I was able to learn a lot of information about God because she talked to me often. Of course. The more people who know our God, the better. The God I serve is the goddess of love, called Lebaninov. We all served her. Shouted her name at the beginning and the end of the day. She's a very good goddess who used to bond with those in love. There was no goddess in my world who was loved more than her. But unfortunately, my world was destroyed, and I'm the only one who remembers her. Did you come here to find her? That's right. But I haven't even managed to grasp a fraction of her kindness yet. Lebaninov, it's also a god I know. Thanks to Lee Tae-yun, I know which floor she's on. If there's a problem, say she was already devastated when she found her. Lee Tae-yun, isn't it crazy? So nasty. Lee Tae-yun, why on earth does something like this exist? I feel like throwing up. If Lee Tae-yun, who had overcome so many hardships, says so, it must be really terrible. Should I tell him the truth? Anyway, Tae-san. Can I also ask you a question? What is it? Do you have to hurry down to the labyrinth at this moment? No, not really. My purpose is not to clear the labyrinth, but to be stronger with all the rewards I get. That's great. Do you happen to have any intention of learning Levaninov's skill from me? I'd love to. No hesitation. I thought you'd think about it a little bit. There's no reason for me to refuse. He's so strong and I don't understand why the NPC in the labyrinth has this much power. There's no reason to refuse when someone that great wants to teach you their skills. What's the price? Of course, there's nothing like that. This is just a token of my apology. Just like you said, I suddenly attacked you. Even if the purpose was to test, it's still unacceptable that I use violence against a newcomer like you. As a holy knight, it's something I need to repent deeply. Then shouldn't you not attack me from the beginning? No, that's a different matter. The reason why I apologize to you is you're someone who deserves it. If it were otherwise, I would have simply spat and walked away. Merely empty words of apology hold no value. I also chose this because I thought you would need valuable skills when you went on an adventure. Are you fine with this? Of course, I am. Obtaining a new skill with just one non-lethal attack is much easier and less risky than risking your life for a single skill. That's a great relief. I almost engaged in actions that could have made me an enemy to the gods. All right. There's no reason to wait any longer, let's get started. First, hit me with that poor shield now. There are many skills in the labyrinth. Among them, basic skills are those that can be easily obtained with just one movement. Swordsmanship if you use a sword, shield technique if you wield the shield, spearmanship if you use the spear. You will gain the basic skill the moment you wield the weapons. The higher the proficiency, the higher your knowledge and utilization of the weapon. So it can be said that all players basically have it.